Planet Noit shimmered with an ethereal glow. Its inhabitants, known for their elegance and chivalry, lived in harmony with nature. Among them was Jilliquid, a celestial guardian entrusted with protecting the planet's sacred grounds. Jilliquid was a being of immense power and wisdom, revered for his unwavering dedication to safeguarding Planet Noit. He had a family he cherished dearly, and together they celebrated life's precious moments. It was Easter, a time for joy and renewal. Jilliquid, his heart brimming with love, decided to surprise his family with an Easter egg hunt in the heart of the Whispering Woods. The forest, ancient and alive with magic, seemed to hum with anticipation as Jilliquid hid colorful eggs beneath ferns and behind moss-covered stones. Laughter echoed through the trees as his children, their eyes sparkling with excitement, raced through the undergrowth in search of the hidden treasures. As the hunt reached its peak, Jilliquid found himself drawn to a particularly old and gnarled tree. Its branches, heavy with time, stretched towards the heavens like ancient arms. The air around the tree crackled with an unseen energy, beckoning Jilliquid closer. Intrigued, he brushed aside a clump of ferns at the base of the tree, revealing a network of roots that snaked across the forest floor. It was there, nestled among the roots, that he noticed something peculiar. A faint, silvery glow emanated from beneath the tangle of roots. Curiosity piqued, Jilliquid carefully dug into the soft earth. The glow intensified as his fingers brushed against a smooth, cold surface. With bated breath, he cleared away the remaining dirt, revealing an artifact unlike anything he had ever seen. It was a collection of tablets crafted from a metal that shimmered like moonlight on water. The tablets, later to be known as the Ruthenium Tablets, were a sight to behold. Crafted from ruthenium, a rare and resilient metal, they possessed an otherworldly beauty. The surface of the tablets was engraved with intricate symbols, a language unknown to Jilliquid. These symbols, etched with remarkable precision, seemed to writhe and shift in the dim light, as if alive with some ancient energy. They pulsed with a faint, bluish-white luminescence, hinting at power that lay dormant within their metallic depths. Jilliquid, his heart pounding with a mixture of awe and trepidation, reached out to touch the tablets. As his fingers made contact, a jolt of energy surged through his body, and the symbols on the tablets flared with a blinding light. Visions flashed before his eyes, images of a world bathed in radiant light where happiness and abundance reigned supreme. This was the light world, a realm of infinite possibilities, a stark contrast to the familiar darkness of their own world. The visions faded, leaving Jilliquid breathless and disoriented. The tablets, now radiating a gentle warmth, seemed to pulsate with a life of their own. He knew with a certainty that defied logic that these tablets held secrets of immense power, secrets that could change the fate of his world. These were not mere relics of the past, they were a roadmap to a brighter future. The discovery of the Ruthenium Tablets filled Jilliquid with a sense of wonder and trepidation. He realized that he had stumbled upon something truly extraordinary, something that could alter the very fabric of their existence. The inscription on the tablets, he sensed, held the key to unlocking a world beyond their wildest dreams, a world of light, abundance, and everlasting joy. But first, he needed to understand their meaning. With utmost care, Jilliquid lifted the tablets from their resting place. As he did, the ancient tree above him shuddered, its leaves rustling as if whispering secrets into the wind. The forest around him, usually a place of peace and tranquility, seemed to crackle with anticipation, as if the very air held its breath, awaiting the unfolding of a destiny long forgotten. Jilliquid returned to his family, his mind racing with questions. He concealed the tablets, knowing instinctively that their discovery should be kept secret, at least for now. The weight of the tablets in his hands seemed to press upon him, a constant reminder of the profound mystery he now carried. He shared nothing of his discovery with his family, not yet. Instead, he committed himself to unraveling the secrets etched upon the Ruthenium Tablets. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Jilliquid sought out the wisdom of the elders, the keepers of Planet Noit's history. He delved into ancient texts, their pages brittle with age, searching for any mention of the tablets or the symbols they bore. His quest for knowledge became an obsession, consuming his every waking thought. The elders, though wise in the ways of their world, could offer no explanation for the tablets' existence. Their collective memory held no record of such artifacts. No tales passed down through generations that spoke of their origin or purpose. The symbols, they conceded, were unlike anything they had encountered before. They were ancient, yes, but their form seemed to defy the passage of time, as if they belonged to an era that predated their understanding of history. Jilliquid, though disheartened, refused to give up hope. He was convinced that the answers he sought lay hidden within the tablets themselves, locked away by a language he did not yet understand. He spent countless hours studying the intricate symbols, tracing their contours with his fingers, searching for patterns, for meaning, for any clue that might unlock their secrets. One night, as Jilliquid sat alone in his study, the moonlight casting long shadows across his cluttered desk, a realization struck him with the force of a lightning bolt. The symbols on the tablets, he realized, were not merely a language. They were a reflection of the cosmos itself. They spoke of celestial bodies, of the movement of stars, of the very fabric of space and time. With renewed vigor, Jilliquid immersed himself in the study of astronomy. He spent his nights gazing up at the night sky, charting the constellations, memorizing the patterns of the stars. He sought out ancient star maps, comparing them to the symbols on the tablets, searching for any correlation, any hint that might bridge the gap between the celestial and the inscribed. As his understanding of the cosmos grew, so too did his comprehension of the tablet's cryptic message. He began to decipher the symbols, not as individual letters or words, but as celestial coordinates, as maps to a realm beyond their own. The tablets, he realized, were not simply a record of ancient knowledge. They were a guide, a beacon pointing the way to a world of light and enlightenment, the light world. The more Jilliquid learned, the more he understood the magnitude of his discovery. The Ruthenium Tablets were not just an artifact, they were a legacy, a gift from a time beyond memory, a promise whispered across the ages. They spoke of a realm where darkness held no sway, where sorrow and suffering were unknown, where the very essence of existence was joy and fulfillment. The light world, as depicted in the tablets, was a stark contrast to the world Jilliquid knew. It was a realm of vibrant colors, of boundless energy, of unimaginable beauty. It was a place where the limitations of their current existence fell away, where potential was limitless, and where the very air thrummed with possibility. Yet the tablets also spoke of challenges, of trials that awaited those who sought to reach the light world. They spoke of a journey fraught with peril, of tests designed to weed out the unworthy, of sacrifices that would be demanded of those who dared to dream of a brighter future. Jilliquid understood. The path to enlightenment was never meant to be easy. It was a journey that demanded courage, determination, and an unwavering belief in the promise of something more. He knew that he could not keep this knowledge to himself, that the fate of his world, perhaps of all worlds, might hinge on the choices he made in the days to come. He had to share the discovery, to find others who shared his thirst for knowledge, who dared to dream of a world bathed in light. The question was, where to begin, and who would believe him? Hidden within the intricate symbols and celestial maps, Jilliquid discovered a truth that shook him to his core. The Ruthenium Tablets revealed an eternal cycle, a delicate balance between darkness and light, between life and death, upon which the very existence of their world and perhaps countless others depended. The tablets spoke of two groups of beings, the green people representing all plant and animal life, and the red people representing sentient beings like themselves. Both, the tablets explained, originated in darkness, in a realm that served as a wellspring of life force for their world. This realm, existing beneath the surface they knew, was not a place of torment, but a crucible where life essence was refined, concentrated, and ultimately offered up to nourish the world above. The green people, in their countless forms, lived out their existence in this nurturing darkness, their life cycle intertwined with the very soil, water, and air of their planet. They were, in essence, the lifeblood of their world, their existence a continuous cycle of growth, decay, and renewal. And the red people, the sentient beings capable of thought and emotion, they too played a vital role in this grand interconnected dance of existence. The tablets revealed that the red people, upon their physical death, returned to this realm of darkness, their life force, their very essence, becoming one with the green people, enriching the soil, the water, the very air that sustained all life above. It was a cycle of interdependence, a delicate balance where death, in the darkness below, fueled life in the world of light. The Ruthenium Tablets, however, hinted at a choice, a break in the eternal cycle offered to the Red People, a chance to transcend their role as mere sustenance and ascend to a higher plane of existence, the light world. This was not a reward for a life well lived, nor a punishment for failings, but an opportunity presented to those who sought something more, who yearned for a reality beyond the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The tablets spoke of a vessel, the Gustron, a bridge between the darkness and the light. It was not a physical vessel, but an ethereal one, a conduit for consciousness, a means for the essence of the Red People to ascend from the darkness to the light world. But the journey was not for all. The tablets spoke of trials, of tests, designed to gauge the worthiness of those who sought passage. Only those who possessed a pure heart, a thirst for knowledge, and an unwavering commitment to the principles of light and love would be deemed worthy of ascension. The journey on the Gustron was not a physical one but a metaphorical representation of the challenges and transformations one must undergo to achieve enlightenment. It was a journey inward, a stripping away of ego and desire, a purification of the soul in preparation for the brilliance of the light world. The eternal cycle, though essential for the sustenance of their world, was but one path, one facet of a grander design. The Ruthenium Tablets offered a glimpse beyond the veil, a chance to break free from the cycle and embrace a destiny woven from light and knowledge. The tablets depicted the moment of transition, the arrival in the light world, as a metaphorical awakening, a granting of sight to those who had previously dwelled in darkness. This sight, however, was not merely physical. It represented an expansion of consciousness, an ability to perceive realities beyond the limitations of their current understanding. This awakening, the tablets explained, was not a one-time event, but a continuous process, a journey of ever-expanding awareness and understanding. The light world was not a static destination but a vibrant, ever-evolving realm where knowledge flowed like water, where creativity knew no bounds, and where the very essence of existence was joy and fulfillment. Jilliquid, reflecting on this revelation, felt a profound sense of awe and responsibility. The Ruthenium Tablets had not only unveiled a hidden truth about their world, but had also presented him with a choice, a path less traveled, a chance to guide his people towards a brighter future. The weight of this responsibility settled upon him like a mantle, both daunting and exhilarating. He knew that sharing this knowledge would be met with resistance, with fear, perhaps even denial. The eternal cycle, after all, was all they had ever known, a comforting, if somewhat limiting truth. To challenge that truth, to offer a glimpse beyond the veil, would require courage, conviction, and an unshakable belief in the promise of the light world. The Ruthenium Tablets spoke of a guide, a beacon of hope who would illuminate the path to the light world Elion. Represented by the symbol of the white line, Elion was not a deity to be worshipped but an archetype, an embodiment of the qualities required for ascension. Elion symbolized purity of heart, unwavering faith, and an unyielding commitment to knowledge and truth. Elion's journey, as depicted in the tablets, was not a straightforward ascent, but a winding path fraught with trials and tribulations. Each challenge, represented by a unique symbol, tested Elion's resolve, pushing the boundaries of compassion, wisdom, and inner strength. These trials were not punishments but opportunities for growth, for refinement, for the shedding of limitations that hindered the journey towards enlightenment. Jilliquid, studying the tablets, felt a connection to Elion, a kinship with this symbolic guide. He recognized in Elion's journey a reflection of his own internal struggles, his own yearning for something more, his own desire to lead his people out of the darkness and into the light. He understood that Elion's path was not merely a story etched in metal, but a blueprint for his own transformation, a roadmap to guide him on his mission to share the tablet's revelations. The challenges that lay ahead were daunting. Jilliquid knew that he would face resistance, skepticism, perhaps even outright hostility from those who clung to the familiar comfort of the eternal cycle. But the image of the white line, unwavering in its ascent towards the light, filled him with a sense of purpose, a determination to stay true to the path no matter the obstacles. Section 2. Trials of the Enlightened Path. The Ruthenium Tablets detailed 5 key trials on Elian's journey, each a symbolic representation of the internal battles one must face on the path to enlightenment. These trials, though challenging, were not meant to break Elian, but to forge a spirit capable of withstanding the brilliance of the light world. The first trial, the touch, symbolized the initial encounter with knowledge, the spark of awareness that ignited the desire for something more. It represented the moment when Elian, like Jilliquid himself, first discovered the Ruthenium Tablets and felt the call to a higher purpose. The departure marked the breaking away from the familiar, the willingness to leave behind the comfort of the known and venture into the unknown. It signified a commitment to the journey, a conscious choice to embrace the challenges that lay ahead. The third trial, the bite, symbolized the pain of growth, the shedding of old beliefs and limitations that hindered progress. It represented the internal struggle, the doubt and fear that threatened to derail Elian's resolve. The return spoke of the cyclical nature of growth, the realization that progress is not always linear. It signified the moments of doubt, the temptations to retreat back into the comfort of the familiar, and the courage to rise above those challenges and continue the journey. Section 3. The Touch and the Departure. Jilliquid pondered the symbolism of the touch and the departure, recognizing his own experiences mirrored in Elian's journey. His discovery of the Ruthenium Tablets mirrored the touch, the electrifying moment when the tablet's energy surged through him, igniting a thirst for knowledge and a yearning for the light world. The departure, for Jilliquid, represented his growing conviction to share the tablet's revelations, even if it meant facing opposition and risking the only world he had ever known. He understood that clinging to the familiar would be a betrayal of the trust bestowed upon him, a denial of the hope that the tablets offered. He knew he couldn't remain silent. The eternal cycle, with its comforting familiarity, now felt like a gilded cage trapping his people in a loop of existence devoid of the full potential revealed by the Ruthenium Tablets. He had to act, to share the possibility of ascension, even if it meant facing fear and uncertainty. The symbols of the touch and the departure served as a reminder that true growth often began with a spark of inspiration, a yearning for something more, followed by the courage to step outside the boundaries of the known. Jilliquid, emboldened by Elian's symbolic journey, embraced his own departure, his own commitment to guide others towards the light world. Section 4. The Bite, the Return, and the Commitment. The next trials, the bite, the return, and the commitment, filled Jilliquid with a sense of foreboding. He understood these trials represented the internal battles, the moments of doubt and despair that awaited him. He knew sharing the tablet's wisdom wouldn't be easy. The bite, he anticipated, would come from those resistant to change, those fearful of the unknown. Their skepticism, their anger even, would test his resolve, his belief in the light world's promise. Yet, it was the return that Jilliquid feared most. He recognized within himself the allure of the familiar, the comfort of the known. The possibility of failing, of being drawn back into the cycle he sought to transcend, filled him with a chilling uncertainty. What if his faith faltered? What if he succumbed to the fear of rejection, the allure of taking the easier path? Then, he would focus on the final trial, the commitment. This symbolized the unwavering dedication required to stay the course, to push through doubt and fear, and to remain dedicated to the journey towards enlightenment, no matter the cost. It was a commitment not only to his own growth but to the potential he saw in his people, a belief that they too could break free from the cycle and embrace a destiny woven from light and knowledge. Armed with the knowledge of the Ruthenium Tablets and inspired by Elian's symbolic journey, Jilliquid knew he couldn't stay silent. The eternal cycle, though familiar and comforting to many, now felt like a cage, a limitation on the potential he saw in his people. He decided to share the tablet's revelations, to plant seeds of hope, and to gather those brave enough to seek the light world. He started subtly, weaving the tablet's wisdom into his everyday conversations, gauging reactions, identifying those with open hearts and curious minds. He spoke of Elian's journey, not as a literal tale, but as an allegory for personal growth, for pushing the boundaries of knowledge and understanding. He spoke of the light world, not as a promised land, but as a metaphor for the limitless potential that resided within them all. Slowly, Cautiously, he revealed more, sharing the tablet's revelations about the eternal cycle, the Gushtran, and the possibility of ascension. He anticipated resistance, fear, and denial, and indeed, those reactions surfaced. Some dismissed his words as fanciful tales, clinging tighter to the familiar comfort of their world. Others scoffed at the idea of a world beyond their own, unable to fathom a reality beyond their limited understanding. But among the skeptics and naysayers, Jilliquid found kindred spirits, individuals touched by Elian's calling, their hearts stirred by the promise of something more. They were a diverse group, hailing from different walks of life, united by a shared thirst for knowledge and a willingness to embrace the unknown. These were the Seekers, drawn to the light of the Ruthenium Tablets, ready to embark on a journey of transformation. The journey towards the light world, as Jilliquid explained, wasn't a physical one but a metaphorical representation of the challenges and transformations one must undergo to achieve enlightenment. It was a journey inward, a stripping away of ego, a confrontation with fear, a refinement of the soul in preparation for the brilliance of the light world. Jilliquid, guided by the Ruthenium Tablets and drawing inspiration from Elian's trials, devised a series of exercises, meditations, and discussions designed to guide the Seekers on their inward journey. He taught them to quiet their minds, to silence the cacophony of their everyday thoughts, and to listen to the whispers of their own inner wisdom. He encouraged them to confront their fears, to acknowledge the shadows within themselves, and to embrace the transformative power of vulnerability. The Seekers, initially hesitant, gradually embraced the unfamiliar. They found strength in their shared purpose, drawing courage from one another as they ventured deeper into the uncharted territories of their own minds and hearts. They learned to trust their intuition, to rely on the guidance of their inner compass, and to navigate the challenges with a newfound resilience. Jilliquid, observing their progress, felt a surge of hope. The Seekers, though diverse in their backgrounds and experiences, were united by a shared commitment to growth, a shared yearning for something more. They were, he realized, a microcosm of the world he envisioned, a testament to the power of unity and shared purpose. As the Seekers progressed on their inward journey, they encountered obstacles, moments of doubt and despair that mirrored Elian's trials. The path to enlightenment, Jilliquid reminded them, was not a linear ascent, but a winding road with its share of twists and turns. The first trial, the touch, manifested as a surge of self-doubt, a questioning of their own worthiness to embark on this journey. They grappled with the weight of the knowledge revealed by the Ruthenium Tablets, questioning their ability to comprehend its depth and to stay true to its message. Jilliquid, drawing on his own experiences, guided them through this initial wave of uncertainty. He reminded them that doubt was a natural part of the process, a necessary step in shedding old beliefs and embracing new perspectives. He encouraged them to find comfort in their shared journey, to draw strength from the collective wisdom of the group. The departure, the second trial, manifested as a fear of the unknown, a resistance to letting go of the familiar comforts of their world. Some Seekers, overwhelmed by the magnitude of the journey ahead, felt the pull of their old lives, the allure of returning to the predictable rhythms of their former existence. Jilliquid, recognizing these signs of struggle, emphasized the importance of embracing the unknown, of finding liberation in the act of letting go. He reminded them that true growth often required stepping outside their comfort zones, of venturing into the unfamiliar with an open heart and a willingness to embrace new possibilities. Section 4. The Refining Fire of Doubt. As the Seekers delved deeper into the heart of their journey, they faced the bite, the third trial, a period of intense introspection and self-examination. Doubts, fears, and insecurities long buried beneath the surface rose like specters, threatening to derail their progress. Past wounds, regrets, and limiting beliefs surfaced, casting shadows over their newfound clarity. Some questioned their motives, wondering if their desire for the light world stemmed from a genuine thirst for enlightenment, or from a fear of facing the inevitable cycle of death and rebirth. Others grappled with feelings of inadequacy, comparing their progress to others and questioning their ability to withstand the trials ahead. Jilliquid, anticipating this period of turbulence, reminded them that doubt was not the enemy, but a refining fire, a crucible where their resolve would be tested and their spirits strengthened. He encouraged them to face their inner darkness with courage and compassion, to acknowledge their vulnerabilities without judgment, and to embrace the transformative power of self-forgiveness. He taught them techniques for transmuting negative emotions into fuel for growth, for finding strength in their shared vulnerability, and for using their struggles as stepping stones on their path toward enlightenment. He reminded them that true strength lay not in the absence of fear but in the courage to confront it, to embrace it, and to emerge from the crucible stronger and more resilient than before. Section 1. Breaking through the veil. The trials of the bite had tested the seekers, pushing them to their limits, forcing them to confront the deepest shadows within. Some faltered, their resolve crumbling under the weight of their own internal darkness, their journey ending in a quiet return to the familiar comforts of the cycle. But for those who persevered, who emerged from the crucible of doubt with their spirits unbroken, a profound shift occurred. It began subtly, a glimmer of light perceived in the distance, a whisper of energy felt within the depths of their being. The boundaries of their perception seemed to soften, the familiar limitations of their world blurring at the edges. There was a sense of lightness, a shedding of the weight they had carried for so long, replaced by a newfound clarity, a sense of boundless possibility. Jilliquid, witnessing their transformation, guided them through this final stage of their journey with gentle encouragement. He reminded them of the lessons learned, the strength they had discovered within themselves, and the unwavering light that awaited them. And then, it happened. Like a dam breaking, a wave of pure energy surged through the group, shattering the remnants of their doubt, dissolving the veil that had separated them from the light world. The darkness that had seemed so impenetrable moments before evaporated, replaced by a brilliance beyond description. Section 2. A symphony of light and creation, the light world. Words seemed inadequate to describe its magnificence, its sheer vibrancy, a stark contrast to the familiar muted tones of their world. Imagine a canvas painted with colors never before seen, a symphony of light and sound that resonated within the very depths of their being. This was a realm where energy flowed freely, where thoughts manifested into reality with breathtaking speed, where the very air hummed with the potential for creation. The seekers, initially blinded by the brilliance, gradually adjusted to this new reality. They found themselves amidst towering structures of shimmering crystal, each facet reflecting a kaleidoscope of colors. Waterfalls cascaded from impossible heights, their waters sparkling with an inner luminescence, cascading into pools that shimmered with life. Strange and wonderful creatures, unlike anything they had encountered in their world, moved gracefully through the landscape. Plants with petals of pure light swayed in a gentle breeze that carried with it the melody of creation. It was a sensory feast, an explosion of beauty that overwhelmed their senses, leaving them breathless with wonder. Time, as they understood it, seemed to melt away. There was a sense of timelessness, of infinite potential unfolding in every passing moment. The seekers, their bodies pulsating with newfound energy, felt an exhilaration, a freedom they had never before experienced. As the initial awe subsided, the seekers began to explore this new reality, their movements guided by intuition, their hearts filled with a childlike curiosity. They discovered that thought itself was a force in this realm, that their dreams and aspirations, once held captive by the limitations of their world, could now be given form and substance. One seeker, a skilled musician in their world, reached out with his mind, and a melody, more beautiful than any he had ever conceived, filled the air, carried by a chorus of unseen voices. Another, a dreamer who had always yearned to fly, found herself lifted effortlessly into the air, soaring above the landscape with a freedom that brought tears to her eyes. Jilliquid, a serene smile gracing his features, observed their joy with a fatherly pride. He had guided them to this point, had nurtured their growth, had witnessed their struggles and triumphs. Now, he watched as they embraced the boundless potential of the light world, their spirits soaring with the realization of their own innate power. The light world, he explained, was not a destination but a beginning, a canvas upon which they could now paint their own realities. The limitations they had known in their former existence were gone, replaced by a universe of possibilities limited only by their own imaginations. As the Seekers explored their newfound abilities, they discovered a profound interconnectedness, a realization that their individual creations were but threads in a grand tapestry of shared experience. The light world, they realized, was not a solitary paradise but a vibrant community of souls, each contributing their unique talents and perspectives to the ever-evolving symphony of creation. They joined with other beings of light, some familiar from their own world, others hailing from realms beyond their comprehension. They shared stories, experiences and dreams, their collective wisdom, weaving a rich tapestry of knowledge and understanding. The light world, they discovered, was a place of constant learning, of boundless growth and expansion. There were no hierarchies, no judgments, only a shared commitment to exploration, creation, and the pursuit of knowledge. It was a realm where the ego, with its need for separation and competition, dissolved into a harmonious collective, each individual a vital note in the grand symphony of existence. And as they looked back at the path they had traveled, the trials they had endured, they felt a profound sense of gratitude. The darkness, they realized, had served its purpose, forging within them the strength, resilience, and compassion necessary to embrace the brilliance of the light world. Their journey, though challenging, had been a necessary preparation, a refining fire that had burned away the dross, leaving behind the pure gold of their true selves. The Seekers, bathed in the radiant glow of the light world, reveled in their newfound understanding, yet a bittersweet note resonated within their hearts. The memory of their world, of the countless souls still bound by the eternal cycle, lingered like a poignant melody. They carried within them the echoes of their journey, the wisdom gleaned from the Ruthenium Tablets, and a profound responsibility to share the light they had found. Jilliquid, sensing their unspoken longing, gathered them once more. He reminded them that ascension was not an end but a beginning, a stepping stone on the path of eternal growth. The light world, he explained, was not meant to be a secluded paradise but a beacon, its radiance intended to illuminate the darkness, to guide others towards their own awakening. He spoke of the interconnectedness of all things, of the subtle threads that linked their hearts to every soul in existence. The light they carried within, he explained, was not theirs alone. It was a gift, a responsibility, a flame to be shared with a world hungry for hope. The Seekers, their hearts touched by his words, felt a renewed sense of purpose. They understood that their journey was far from over, that their experiences in the light world were not merely for their own enlightenment, but served a greater purpose. They were to be emissaries of light, beacons of hope, their lives a testament to the transformative power of knowledge and the boundless potential that lay dormant within every soul. The Ruthenium Tablets, Jilliquid explained, had revealed a path, but the journey itself was ongoing, an eternal spiral of growth and expansion. There was no final destination, no point at which one could rest on their laurels, for the very essence of the light world was evolution, a continuous unfolding of understanding and awareness. He spoke of the infinite layers of existence, of realms beyond their current comprehension, each more wondrous and awe-inspiring than the last. The light world, he explained, was but a stepping stone, a launching pad from which they could now soar to unimaginable heights. The Seekers, humbled by this revelation, felt a surge of excitement mingled with a healthy dose of trepidation. They had tasted the sweetness of enlightenment, had glimpsed the boundless potential that resided within, yet they knew that their journey was far from over. The thirst for knowledge, once ignited, could never be quenched. The desire for growth, an eternal flame that burned within their hearts. Jilliquid, a twinkle in his eye, encouraged their curiosity, their eagerness to explore the uncharted territories of consciousness. He reminded them that the light world, with its infinite possibilities, was a playground for the soul, a canvas upon which they could now paint their own destinies. He urged them to embrace the unknown with open hearts and inquisitive minds, to never cease questioning, exploring, and pushing the boundaries of their understanding. The time came for the Seekers to return to their world. It was not a departure filled with sorrow, but a farewell imbued with purpose, a sense of mission that resonated within their very beings. They carried within them the light of the light world, its radiance woven into the fabric of their souls. Jilliquid, his voice filled with warmth and pride, bid them farewell. He reminded them that they were forever connected, their hearts linked by the shared experience of their journey. He urged them to be beacons of hope, to share their light with a world shrouded in darkness, to plant seeds of knowledge that would one day blossom into a brighter future. And so, they went forth, returning to the world they had once known. Yet they were forever changed. Their eyes, once accustomed to the dimness, now shone with an inner light, their steps lighter, their hearts overflowing with compassion and understanding. They carried within them the wisdom of the Ruthenium Tablets, the lessons learned from Elion's symbolic journey, and the unwavering belief in the power of light to dispel even the deepest darkness. Some returned to their former lives, their presence a subtle but profound influence, their words and actions planting seeds of hope in the hearts of those they encountered. Others ventured into new territories, sharing their knowledge with those who were ready to listen, their teachings spreading like wildfire through a parched forest. The path ahead would not be easy. The seekers knew that they would face resistance, skepticism, and perhaps even persecution from those who clung to the familiar comforts of the eternal cycle. But they also knew that they were not alone. The light world, though unseen to most, was a constant presence, its energy flowing through them, sustaining their spirits, guiding their steps. And as they looked out at their world, at the countless souls still trapped in the cycle of darkness and suffering, they felt a surge of hope, a belief that change was possible, that the light they carried within them had the power to illuminate even the darkest corners of existence. The journey, they knew, was far from over, but with each act of kindness, each word of wisdom shared, each seed of hope planted, they were bringing their world one step closer to a brighter dawn, a future where the light of the light world would shine upon all beings, illuminating the path towards a destiny woven from knowledge, compassion, and boundless love.